Hello. Hello. It is me, she, her. How you guys doing tonight? Thank you guys for joining me. We are live. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you guys for being here for our Tuesday pop-in, guys. Yes. All right, so we're gonna get into it here in a second. Give you guys a couple more minutes to come in. I see a few of you guys get come in. A little more music with you guys come in. Hi. Hey, hi Kelly Davis. Linda Gamble, Lamar, Vaughn, Houdini. I don't know if I've ever seen your name here. Are you new? Welcome. Nevertheless, thank you, Ron, for. Thank you. Let's see. Misha Duncan, thanks for being here. Oh, y'all are coming in quick. Oh my goodness. Hey Jones, Shotzi, Armanel Moore, Flower Bloom, hi, Tim, S, thanks for being here, Baby Jakes, Tara Daniels, Delilah T, Bill Wilson, my mom. I hope you're feeling good, Bill. I saw your message earlier. You weren't feeling well. Hopefully you're feeling better. Misha Duncan, Cassandra D, Shirley Terry. Thank you guys for being here. Armanel Moore. Thank y'all for being here. All right, so let's get started. Ooh, my hair's still kind of damp. I washed my hair earlier. All right, let's get started. All right, so I know I like to do updates. So we're going to do updates and then we're going to get into the real tea of why we are here. Put this up here because I might be using it tonight. All right, so let's get started. Thank y'all for being here, guys. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, okay? There's our banner. Yes, thank y'all for being here, okay? Let's get the banner out of the way. All right. Oh, yes. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so we kind of been talking about TD Jakes a little bit. Got a little update on him, honey. He is child. I've been kind of looking at this situation today. It's looking like him and Eddie Long, child, they on the same mess. Of course, y'all know Eddie Long has passed away, but y'all know when he got caught, he was kind of his speech was kind of the same as TD Jakes. I didn't like how they so wishy-washy and they so bold with their statements in terms of their alleged apologies, which I can't really call a damn apology because, I mean, damn, you came out and you was, doing stuff you shouldn't have been doing in the church. And then you get up there and you want to act like somebody owe you something, like a little attitude. TD Jakes, I didn't like the way he did that. We're going to get into it because he kind of challenged another pastor I saw, Pastor Jennings, that called him out for his mess. And TD Jakes sent Pastor Jennings an email and told him he need to chill out or pretty much he gonna get him kicked off the air to where he can't be on the air no more. I was like, TD Jakes, you out here like that? Now you out here like that? Says the cameraman said he has striked a blogger's channel. I ain't worried about that. Okay. Whatever I post is gonna be definitely fact checked, okay? Definitely. And we are covered under the Fair Use Act. All right. He strike my shit. He better have some good. Better have a good reason to do that. Because I will fight him on that. I don't give a damn if you are TD Jakes. All right. Take that, Jakes. All right. So all right, let's go ahead and play what Eddie Long had to say when he got caught. And then I'm going to show y'all again what TD Jakes had to say. All right. Then we're going to go to the next thing. All right. So this is what Eddie Long had to say. Let's get past this ad first. They be so bold with it. Saying he pulling a Diddy. Yeah. All right, so let's make it bigger.
There have been allegations and attacks made on me
Hey, y'all.
I have never in my life portrayed myself as a perfect man. But I am not the man that's being portrayed on the television. That's not me. That is not me. By the counsel of my lawyers, they have not advised me not to try this case in the media. I am not going to try this case in the media. It will be tried in the court of justice and dealt with in the court of justice. And please understand, because that's the only place I think I'll get justice, but being in the hands of God. Please hear this. Please hear this. I've been accused. I'm under attack. I want you to know, as I said earlier, I am not a perfect man. But this thing, I'm going to fight. And I want you to know one other thing. I feel like David against Goliath. But I got 5 rocks, and I haven't thrown one yet.
All right. So that's what he had to say. All right. Now let's get into what Take That Jakes had to say. Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta go there. Until I see otherwise, that's what I'm going with. Until I see otherwise. Okay. That's what we're gonna go with. All right, so let's get into what he had to say.
Come to convince you or nobody.
Shout out to
the
neighborhood Jasmine Wayne.
That ain't what this is about. You can think whatever you want to think. I don't care. I came to do my job. I came to prophesy as I was commanded. I came to hear the master say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant."
Hey, cry. The music was nice in there too. All right, let's play this one.
Some of you logged in or come in out of concern. Some of you come in to hear what I'm going to say. All of you who expect me to address a lie, you can log off. I will not use this sacred day and this sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have a chance to preach a truth. I will stand straight up, head up, back straight, and preach the unadulterated, infallible word of God. Because that is what the pulpit is for. But there will be a time. So you can stop dragging people and arguing with people and fighting and just log off. All you do is just hit the button.
Shout out to Chef Don. Y'all show him some love.
Right there. Log off. There is no show here. In the Gospel of St. Matthew.
We talked about him this morning. Listen, Bishop Take That Jakes now. Sick of you now. Talking about what you and I will not address. First of all, if you're not going to address it, why are you addressing it? That's my thing. I will not address this up here, but you addressing it. Like, either you did it or you didn't. Now, it's some stuff out here that's saying that there's some video surveillance and there's some USBs out here with your back straight. And as you say, you're going to keep your back straight. Now, they were saying you was tightening it up on your backstroke over there on the videos. And I'm still waiting on these videos to come out because I want to go ahead and show them on my channel because y'all know I'm messy. Well, a little bit. I'm a little messy. And I'm nosy like that. Yeah, take that, Jakes. That's what TD stand for. TD means take that, Jakes. Okay. Now, until I see and or know otherwise, I'm gonna have to leave that name on you. Now, Eddie Long or Eddie Schlong is like I like to call him. Now, Eddie Schlong was out here trying to say, he won't doing nothing. He got fire rocks and all that. Yeah. Okay, but you won't doing nothing. But now we saw up there in the muscle shirts up there, Pastor Schlong, because you're not here no more. Rest in peace to you and all that good stuff. Now, this is how you went out of here. First, you had on the muscle shirt, okay? Up there flexing up there in the muscle shirt up there talking about the Lord and whatnot. This is how you left up out of here, okay? I don't even know who this person is. Y'all don't even know who he is. He done shaved all his hair off. He done shaved all his little hair off. And then they said he had this aggressive form of what they said was cancer. That's him, child. That's old Eddie Schlong before he left out of here, honey. When the Lord done said, yeah, come on out the pulpit. You done. Don't get back up there no more. Now, that's him when he left up out of here. When he said he had that old aggressive cancer or whatever. Y'all don't know, because it was one of the guys had, like I told y'all this morning, one of the guys had Eddie Schlong name tattooed on his arm. And I don't know nobody tattooing another man's name on their arm. Unless some other stuff was going on. Now, they tell me that there was one of the boys was writing a book about his rendezvous or whatever about old Eddie Schlong, okay? Now, this is how he started. This is how you started, old Schlongy. This is how old Schlongy started out. You see him all built with the muscles, okay? Yeah, but that's how you left out of here. That's him standing there in the red shirt, okay? See what happened when you play with the Lord in here? Y'all see what happened when you play with the Lord? See how little he is? You left little, as they called it. You left out of here as a little boy. You see how little you are, ain't no muscles. The Lord took your muscles because you were playing with him. See? This is how it started out, and this is how you ended out. Okay? And TD Jakes, you got that little stomach. You're going to have a washboard stomach, sir, if you don't go and come on up out the closet over there and stop playing with the Lord out here. You see how strong up out of here? That's how you're going to leave out of here. Keep right on. You get up there with this little, with your chest out and your back straight and all this. Okay. Keep it up. Keep it up. Now, let's get on into some real tea. All right. And then we're going to get into our other subject. Thanks again, Don for being here. Chef Don. Y'all show him some love. Check him out on his channel. He have some great stuff over there as well. Okay. All right. Yeah, these pastors, that's why I say pray. Listen, pray for yourself. Read for yourself, okay? So that you know, honey, when false folk like that be coming up and through here, always read your Bibles and stuff for yourself. Don't be amen and everybody and listening to what everybody else got to say. Because some of these pastors out here really just be for the almighty dollar. They really do. Like TD Jakes Church, they said TD Jakes Church got ATMs. Eddie Long Church got ATMs. Creflo Dollar Church got ATMs. Well, I mean, I expect his too. His last name is Dollar. But I mean, damn, you can't even go to church now. And people asking for money as soon as it's a hot damn mess. But let's go on and get into it. I got some stuff I want to show you guys today and or play for you guys. All right, I have some findings that I want to go over. All right, shout out to my boy Tough TV News, or Tough News TV rather. Let me get past this ad. We're gonna play some real stuff for y'all today. Now I'm finding out, of course, give me 1 second. Ooh, Lord, this is some hot burning tea, y'all. Ooh, I'm gonna burn y'all lips tonight with this. Good God Almighty. Sip this very slowly, okay? Ooh, I said when I saw this, I gotta share this with my people, Lord. All right, so Now, you guys know about the information that was allegedly turned into the feds on behalf of Cassie, who is now cooperating with the feds, okay? Some USBs were turned in as well, as I told you guys. Now, it's also said and alleged that $150 million was offered to Kim Porter to keep quiet about her tell-all book, and she turned it down, okay? She turned $150 million down because she wanted to expose Diddy. All right, which we all know she's not alive anymore. Now they're saying that Diddy offered her this money. She said no. Apparently, she walked in on a situation she was not supposed to walk in on with Diddy with said other gentleman. And she knew about some stuff allegedly that was going on with Diddy Jakes. And she didn't like him. She didn't want him around. But Diddy kept him around. So Diddy's been hanging with Diddy Jakes since Kim Porter was alive. Did y'all know that? This is not something that just started happening. Kim Porter's family did not like Diddy Jakes, but Diddy chose Diddy Jakes to eulogize Kim Porter when she passed. Now, her family had their own pastor and or person that they wanted to eulogize and or be in the order of the service for Kim Porter when she passed. But Diddy used his money, his influence, and his power to override Kim Porter's family. And he still used Diddy Jakes, who really didn't know Kim like that, to eulogize her. But because he was this celebrity pastor and he was such a good friend of Diddy's, he still got up there anyway at the direction of Diddy. And Kim Porter's family was not happy about that. Okay. They were not happy about that. It was said that they had a local pastor to eulogize Kim Porter, but Diddy overrode that and chose Diddy Jakes for that. Okay. Now, Diddy was desperate to keep Kim quiet because, like I said, she walked in on something she was not supposed to see. And it's kind of scared her. They were saying it was like some type of sexual ritual that Diddy was engaging in with another gentleman. All right. Kim did not know that this was going on. When she walked in on it, it scared her. And it was said that she has some type of video surveillance on that she kind of kept. And once Diddy found out that she knew about him being with these said gentlemen, and maybe something that may have happened with Diddy Jakes or someone, that is when he started following her and keeping eyes on her, because she had already gone to Al B. Sure to say, hey, I'm scared. There's some things that I know about. I feel like somebody's after me. Okay, her house was bugged, her phones were being bugged, at which she had to get burner phones, in which these same burner phones were turned over to Cassie. Cassie held on to these phones all this time, and now it said that she turned these phones in. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some real stuff here for you guys. Okay, because I got an email that I'm gonna play for you guys too, that y'all gonna be like, oh shit, Carol. Yes, honey, yes. Okay. All right, now, allegedly, there's some other pastors that have been involved. I guess this is a revealing of the pastor's night type of night, okay? Apparently, there's been some other pastors that's been involved in some other things that should not have been. Let's go ahead and get into that, okay? I guess it's going to be a night of revealing. Ooh, child, ooh, child. All right, so we're going to listen in on this, okay? All right, let's turn you up.
Pastor has to say, really pay close attention to this pastor. All right? All right. I'm saying it for a reason. So, guys, take a look and a listen to the videos ahead, and then I'll be back to provide the electrifying email that slid across my desk.
Okay, y'all. So Marty here says that that's not true and that's not how they ask for offerings. So don't take my word for it. Let's listen to this pastor give his experience of visiting the Potter House.
Group to go and see TD.
TD Jakes Church.
The pastor encouraged us to go, was excited about it, and the arena was packed out, Niagara Falls. And he had the whole crowd worked up. Everybody's, speak to your neighbor.
All right, listen up.
And after he kind of got the crowd worked up, he says, okay, now I need 1,000 people with $1,000 to come down to the front real quick. I want to pray for you.
Oh, all right.
I need 500 people with $500 to come down over here on this side. I want to pray for you.
Oh, okay.
100 people with $100. You can tell us going down, less opportunity, the less you have. And 50 people with $50 over here. I want to pray for you. And it stopped right there. And I'm here like, you got to pay to pray?
Pay to pray.
1,000 people with $1,000, that's $1 million for a prayer.
All right, y'all. So one of my supporters did just DM me about this photo that I posted. It's very interesting. I asked if it was okay if I shared it with you all as long as I kept them anonymous, and they said yes. So let's get into it. Aside from Kirk, I haven't heard anything. However, I didn't want to post this because it puts my business out there. I experienced XCX abuse as a child. This year, I found strength in my walk to heal what XCX was, and it is to me now as an adult. I can't go too far into detail, but I do trust the source. I went to a retreat to get the healing I needed, and there were other ladies there as well. One in particular was so into SDX trafficking. She mentioned pastors specifically being some of the most evil of the men she encountered. Joel, and this is all alleged, and TD to be more specific. She also stated that politicians, dads, and other public figures were some of the people she would encounter when being sold. If they are pictured together, more than likely they run in the same light. Some are just there, others engage. I don't recall Kirk being one to engage. I don't even recall her mentioning his name. But take with that what you will. I don't know, y'all, what do y'all think? That's very interesting stuff here. But I have heard some things, especially about Mr. Osteen.
Joel Osteen.
Listen, I'm not surprised by none of this stuff. It's just that, like I told y'all before in the previous videos, if I haven't heard it, I'm not going to make it up. I'm not going to just be sitting up here like, yeah, da 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 da. This was very insightful. I'm still doing my research, but I do believe that there is a connection, especially with everything that have been exposed about the Jakes family and the Shade Room. I'm not going to do a series on that because there was another creator on this app who did a very detailed series that was really, really good, and I advise you guys to check it out.
Satan's job is to bring the human being down to their most shameful and lowest state. And the Lord says, whoever agrees to this type of defilement of having urine on their body, being urinated on, having your feces put in your mouth. Some of these stars, the Lord says that yes, they have had to eat
poop
to get their deal.
They make them eat poop. It's like a ritual and urinate on them, okay?
He says, whoever agrees to this in exchange for mere riches, he says, you humble your own skin and you bring baldness like shame on your own head because they're recording these things. These encounters are recorded on camera and then they're used as collateral to rule and control people later, to threaten them into compliance, into doing even worse things. By saying, if you don't do it, your tape will be released to the media and everyone will see what you did. He says that those who are being initiated often do not know that the first act is being recorded. And then after that, it becomes impossible to refuse to perform other acts upon request. And I spoke in the previous video of how many men in the entertainment industry, this is movies, this is rappers, they make them wear dresses. Think of all these guys. Tom Hanks, he wore a dress. I think Jeff Bridges also, don't quote me on that, but definitely Brad Pitt wore a dress. Jamie Foxx wore a dress. Snoop Dogg wore a wig. Kevin Hart wore a dress. And Dave Chappelle said, you wear the dress. They humiliate them. Robin Williams wore a dress. Martin Lawrence wore a dress. And Tyler Perry, all that he is was built on dresses.
Mm-hmm.
So it is marketed as comedy, but God says that some of these men, their hearts got tired of the dress ritual. Some of these men only had to do it once. You have to go out in public wearing the dress. A lot of the rappers wear the dress, but some of them embrace the dress life. After a while, they become completely emasculated, and then they're out there in the latest pink floral by themselves. The Lord spoke of this thing spreading across West Africa, in Nigeria, the nation of Nigeria and other nations. He mentioned saying that men are starting to cross-dress as a way to get popularity and to get likes. But what people don't understand is that this is the blossoming, the blooming of the spirits, the big daddy demons that gatekeep these sins.
All right, so you guys just heard all
Okay,
of
I hear that.
And let me just say this.
All right, so shout out to Tough News TV. Okay, so now I'm going to fast forward it to this email, and this email is cray. It's like a lot of stuff going on here. All right, so let's get to it. This TD Jakes name is named in here, guys. All right.
You guys got a lot of things to do. You got some gifts to wrap. So let's go ahead and dig into this email. And it says here, what's up, man? So before we both get away for the holidays, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. First off, TD Jakes' team is trying to do damage control. They have been contacted by major news and Christian outlets about him being gay and his potential nefarious involvement with Diddy. The bishop's team.
If you're somebody that drives
Sorry for that, guys.
keep watching.
Damn, wrong time too.
Team has denied all allegations and has labeled the rumors as being baseless. But Pastor blank, I have to protect this person, says TD Jakes is lying, and he has solidified evidence that was texted to him from Diddy's parties, and it includes photos of the bishop being exposed in a compromising manner. Also, when it pertains to Cassie turning in Kim Porter's burner phone and several USBs containing incriminating evidence against Diddy, it's been said that there are conversations between Kim and Diddy discussing a settlement in exchange of Kim not discussing any details about him in her tell-all book. I'm told by blank, and I have to protect that person, that the settlement was for over $150 million and included cash, properties, music royalties, and percentages from his business deals and ventures. Kim told this person that there isn't any amount of money that could stop her from telling her truth. According to Kim, she said that she blames herself for what happened to other women who were victimized and humiliated by Diddy before and after her. Kim has said that it was her mission to stop this cycle of wickedness and use, and I'm paraphrasing there, and comfortably chose to move forward with the production of her book. Last but not least, many people that were close to Kim, especially this person, feel that isn't it really strange that Kim Porter's family wanted to use a local pastor to eulogize Kim's funeral, but at the last minute, Bishop Jakes was put in place to carry out the eulogy? Was this some hidden ritual? What did TD Jakes know about Kim's passing? These are all questions that are presently being asked amongst close family and friends of Kim's, although it's understood that it's normal for a pastor to conduct the eulogy of someone at a funeral, but it just seems a bit odd, especially when it was exposed through recent receipts of Kim Porter's that she didn't really care for the bishop. All right, so you guys just heard that.
Y'all see that? Kim did not care for Pastor TD Jakes, but Diddy still had him get up there at the funeral and still eulogize her against her family's wishes, who they already had a pastor of their choice to do it. But he used his money and his influence to override them, and they didn't like that, and they were upset about that. Now, as you guys also know, that Kim Porter's family, including her sister, have already spoken out to say that they are gearing up to have some type of lawsuit and or investigation for Kim Porter's death, because they don't believe that she died the way that it was said that she passed away by pneumonia. They feel that something else was involved in that. So they are now gearing up to be doing an investigation on her death. Okay. It said too, they may have her exhumed to run some tests to see what really made her pass, because they don't believe that it was pneumonia, lobar pneumonia to be exact. Okay. Lobar pneumonia to be exact. All right. So we're going to see what that's giving. I'm going to keep my ears to the streets on that. But this particular person that sent this email out is saying that there is video evidence of TD Jakes in compromising positions. I will play it again for those of you just joining that did not get to hear it. Okay.
To this email, and it says here, what's up, man? So before we both get away for the holidays, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. First off, TD Jakes' team is trying to do damage control. They have been contacted by major news and Christian outlets about him being gay and his potential nefarious involvement with Diddy. The bishop's team has denied all allegations and has labeled the rumors as being baseless, but Pastor blank, I have to protect this person, says TD Jakes is lying, and he has solidified evidence that was texted to him from Diddy's parties, and it includes photos of the bishop being exposed in a compromising manner. Also, when it pertains to Cassie turning in Kim Porter's burner phone and several USBs containing incriminating evidence against Diddy, it's been said that there are conversations between Kim and Diddy discussing a settlement in exchange of Kim not discussing any details about him in her tell-all book. I'm told by blank, and I have to protect that person, that the settlement was for over $150 million and included cash, properties, music royalties, and percentages from his business deals and ventures. Kim told this person that there isn't any amount of money that could stop her from telling her truth. According to Kim, she said that she blames herself for what happened to other women who were victimized and humiliated by Diddy before and after her. Kim has said that it was her mission to stop this cycle of wickedness and use, and I'm paraphrasing there, and comfortably chose to move forward with the production of her book. Last but not least, many people that were close to Kim, especially this person, feel that isn't it really strange that Kim Porter's family wanted to use a local pastor to eulogize Kim's funeral, but at the last minute, Bishop Jakes was put in place to carry out the eulogy? Was this some hidden ritual? What did T.D. Jakes know about Kim's passing? These are all questions that are presently being asked amongst close family and friends of Kim's, although it's understood that it's normal for a pastor to conduct the eulogy of someone at a funeral, but it just seems a bit odd, especially when it was exposed through recent receipts of Kim Porter's that she didn't really care for the bishop. All right, so you guys...
Y'all get that? Now, I don't feel that T.D. Jakes is going to ever come out and say, oh, this happened. He stands to lose a lot. His church is his money maker, okay? T.D. Jakes, I told you guys before he came out to be this huge mega pastor, he was only a truck driver. He wasn't a millionaire. He was a regular smuggler old dude, just like anybody else, just working a regular job. He was a truck driver. He don't want to go back to scratching and surviving and living that type of life. But as we know, they say the love of money is the root of all evil. He is never going to come out and admit to this. But what I don't like about pastors is when they get caught up in the bull mess that they be in, they like to hide behind scriptures and they like to hide behind sermons in order to keep from telling what's really going on. I mean, it's a simple apology. First of all, you apologize to God because that's who kind of, I guess, put you in that position to be over people and to oversee people's souls or whatever. But when you're caught out here doing things that you should not be doing, that's un-Christ-like, don't hide behind it. Don't stand up there and hide behind the pulpit and hide behind a whole sermon and say, I'm not going to address this, because you need to address it. To the people that get up every Sunday and put on their Sunday best to come to your church and give you all their money. And y'all heard what they were saying? We need 1,000 people to give $1,000. We need 50 people to give $50. We need this, and this. It's all a money grab. It is. It's a money grab. People get caught up in spending all their money to these pastors. T.D. Jakes is looking more so for fame. That's why he's hanging with Diddy. He's hanging around Diddy for fame, clout, notoriety, probably some money, because I'm pretty sure with some of the things that he's allowed to do with Diddy, he's putting a little more money in his pocket. And he's allowing his daughter, I think it's Sarah Jakes, to run his church while he's out at all these parties. Some places you should not be even showing up to. I don't even care. He was saying, I only showed up for 5 minutes for a friend, talking about Diddy's party. You should have been there 1 minute. Because everybody knows what go on at Diddy parties, men on men. And that, if that's how you live your life, that's you. I'm not judging anyone. But as a pastor, as a person of the cloth, it's inappropriate. There's drinking there. There's drugs there. There's these secret rooms there where these rituals and different things are going on there. So how is it that your spirit is comfortable being in said places with said things going on, with people running around wild, taking ecstasy and all these other things at these said parties? And you're just there. And we've seen him at certain events where he's dancing, and like his wife was dancing. But then I saw a video where she was talking about she couldn't even walk. And now she's saying, it's a miracle, I can walk again. And she's scooting across the stage like she was possessed by some type of demon. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It's like people just playing with God too much. I would be too scared. Let me show y'all this, what I wrote up on with T.D. Jakes as well. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the hell was he talking about here.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallow?
What? Have you ever been swallowed up? What kind of... I'm playing one more time.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallow?
Is that what happened at the Diddy parties where you're getting swallowed up? What? I can't even feel the spirit with that right there going on. Like you in the spirit, and then you hear somebody say swallowing up. You're like, wait, what? You done snapped me about the spirit right there. Like, what kind of, the Lord is swallowing folk up now? Like, what? I'm sorry. I can't get jiggy with that. I'm sorry. I can't get jiggy with that. I mean, what y'all think? Okay, one more time for the people in the back.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallow?
Yeah, I see y'all putting it. I'm confused. Like, I want to move my membership now. I'm sorry. Somebody said my pastor would never. Y'all, I can't make it up. I literally just showed you video. Y'all be thinking that content creators be making shit up. Like, I like to show y'all stuff because you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. But then you stand up there in your red jacket. Oh, I'm not addressing anything. Just inappropriate, just wrong. It sounds like you know a lot about some swallowing up. Because it said it's some alleged. I'm saying alleged. It said it is some alleged videos floating around. Okay, and when they get released, don't hop your ass back in the pulpit and then be crying like Dr. Jackie was doing over there. Fake crying like Dr. Jackie was doing in her video. Because your ass is embarrassed and ashamed that somebody done slipped up and caught you on video doing some shit you shouldn't have been doing. Okay. I ain't no pastor, but I do know that it said don't let certain things be named among you. Meaning if you ain't there, then you ain't got to worry about nobody saying they got videos of you doing said things at said locations if you weren't there in the first damn place. You can't tell me I was somewhere if I won't never there. If I did something somewhere and my ass won't never there, I'm gonna be like, I don't give a damn what you got, because number one, I won't never there. So whatever you got is total bullshit. But that's not the energy you gave. You coming out with this whole I never said I was perfect. That's the same as Eddie Sloan said. I never said I was perfect. I'm not a perfect man. Nobody said nothing about perfect. We asked you to acknowledge what is being said about you doing said things that you should not be damn doing. Okay. Now, several young boys that were saying that Eddie Sloan was over there slonging. They would say it like that, you too. Now, they were saying that Eddie Sloan was out here slonging. Eddie Longstroke. Let me call you that. Eddie Longstroke was tightening up on his backstroke over there on them young boys in the church house, allegedly. Then you got that aggressive form of cancer out here, and you want people to believe that you weren't out here doing what you said you was out here doing, that you said you weren't out here doing. Well, all I know is you went from being the Hulk to y'all know. You went from being Incredible Hulk to not having no damn muscles at all. Okay, you was looking like an emaciated clown standing up there. Is what you was looking like. But let's go on and get off of him, child. But I'm keeping my ear to the streets. Y'all know when I hear some juicy stuff, y'all know I'm coming back because I'm gonna share it with you. Okay. But let's get on to something on a little lighter note. Y'all know we like to talk about celebrities and their business, honey, and what's been going on with them. Y'all know I love stuff like that. I'm nosy like that. So tonight's people that we're going to be talking about, honey, is going to be the marriage and or relationship of Magic Johnson and Cookie Johnson, his wife. Okay. Now, child, when I saw this, I said, oh, we got to share this, because who knew that old Magic and Cookie had such a tumultuous relationship here. Now, when we see them, we think, oh my God, they have such a beautiful marriage. But the things that old Cookie went through in order to even marry him, first of all, like, was just too much. I don't think that a woman should have to jump through that many damn hoops just to be with a man. And Cookie, she was always a beautiful, and she's still beautiful now to this day. She was a beautiful woman. And I think that after he found out that he had something, now all of a sudden you want to settle down. And she stayed with him through all of that. But he played in her face throughout their marriage and their relationship, okay? It's so crazy. But we're going to go on and get into this video. Shout out to my girl RRG, because I really like the way she put her stuff together. I'm going to share this with you guys, okay? Yeah, honey, because baby, listen. And we're going to turn it all the way up. All right, so I'm going to mount it because this video is kind of long, because I ain't holding this damn phone for y'all tonight. But let's go ahead and get you set up here. I hope y'all enjoy this video, Because, baby, listen. Yeah, we're going to mount it up. We're going to mount it up. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so this is Magc and Cookie Johnson. Uh-oh. All right.
Irvin Magc Johnson and Erletha Cookie Kelly's love story began when they were both students at Michigan State University. While Cookie was committed to him from the start, Magc was too busy giving his dang-a-lang to every damn body.
Dang-a-lang.
Oh, hell no. This is a story about lies, infidelity, 2 canceled weddings, and a health diagnosis that would flip their lives upside down. Oh, this is gonna be messy. Before we dive deep into other people's business, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of beef and bacon jerky, blue raspberry licorice, RRG coffee mugs, and gummy sour bears. Those gummy bears bussin', girl.
Yeah, child.
As a teenager, Cookie Kelly didn't know much about basketball. But after heading off to Michigan State University, she found out who Magc was because he was the big man on campus. Her roommate decided she wanted to shoot her shot, and Cookie didn't care because she had her sights set on another guy on campus anyway. One night, Cookie and her friend Becky, who was on the gymnastics team, hit up a nightclub. Becky was friends with Magc, so she introduced him to Cookie. They exchanged hellos, and then Cookie made a beeline for the dance floor. By the time they turned on the lights, Cookie was exhausted. She made her way to her jacket, which she had left on a table near Magc. She quickly told him it was nice to meet him, and that's when Magc stopped her and said, "Why don't you give me your number?" This ninja. Cookie was confused because they had only spoken briefly the whole night. But Magc told People Magazine he was watching Cookie on the dance floor the whole night with his creepy ass.
Not creepy.
So Cookie knew her roommate was interested in Magc, but she gave him her dorm telephone number anyway. Then they went their separate ways. It was time for Christmas break, so they went back to their hometowns for 3 weeks. When Cookie returned to campus, she stepped inside her dorm and the phone was ringing. She answered it, and it was Magc, of course. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Her roommate gave Cookie her blessing, and Cookie started to fall for Magc immediately. She told Mocha Man Style website that Magc took her to a steakhouse for their first date. They chatted away like they were old friends, and Cookie said she fell in love. On the first date, girl? It must have been that steakhouse. It wasn't the Cheesecake Factory. Things could have turned out different. After their meal, he asked if she wanted to go to his uncle's house to listen to music. When they arrived, his entire family was there having a party, and Magc introduced Cookie to everyone. Then they sat down on a couch in the living room, listened to music, and sipped on soda. After their first date, they were stuck together like glue, but they still weren't official. One day, Magc came down with an illness. Oh, Lord, this is getting messy. Cookie stopped by his dorm room unannounced to check up on him. And when she walked in, there was a girl inside wearing a bathrobe. Oh, hell no. After an awkward silence, the girl left, and Magc insisted the girl was just a friend. But you say she's just a friend. But you say she's just a friend. Cookie wasn't really buying it, but she told him it was time to define their relationship. And Magc responded, "You're my girl." Boy, stop lying. In an Instagram post, Magc wrote that after 3 months of dating, he told Cookie and his parents that he would marry her. But their road to saying "I do" was a hot, stinking disaster. Cookie found out that Magc went to a sorority ball with another girl. And once again, he told Cookie the girl was just a friend. Come on, y'all, sing it with me. But you say she's just a friend. But you say she's just a friend. Oh, Magc, you sure be lying. Cookie didn't believe it, so she put her foot down and told him he needed to choose who he wanted to be with. And, well, Magc picked the sorority girl over Cookie. The sorority girl followed him to Los Angeles when he got drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. As for Cookie, she finished up her degree at Michigan State, moved back in with her mom and brother, and landed a job in Ohio. She began dating, but every time she tried to move on, the phone would ring. And it was always Magc. This ninja. He dumped the sorority girl and told Cookie she should move to Los Angeles since she wasn't happy being in Ohio anyway. She turned him down, but she wasn't done with him entirely. Of course she wasn't. That's just too much like right. They began a long-distance relationship, and soon after becoming a couple again, he revealed to Cookie that he was the father of a 3-year-old boy named Andre.
Wow.
This ninja. Damn, Magc. Damn. The child was conceived during a period when Magc and Cookie had broken up, and the child's mom was Magic's sister's best friend. Oh, he was just sticking it everywhere, huh? Cookie learned to accept the love child because her love for Magc was so strong. She better than me, girl. She is better than me. A year later, Magc and Cookie were spending the summer in Michigan when he proposed. Cookie said yes, and an hour after accepting his proposal, she drove back to Ohio, and Magc went back to Los Angeles. Oh, hell. I can see the writing on the wall. This ain't gonna be good. She started planning their wedding, and after discussing which church they would have their ceremony in, they hung up the phone. Then Magc called her right back and said, I can't do it. You can't do
When you shop Wayfair,
Yo.
it's impossible to keep
Hell
the deals
no.
to yourself.
And just like that, he called everything off.
Hell
He
no.
needed his ass beat. After a few years had passed, she started dating a new man. The man was at her house when the phone rang. It was Magc, of course. Why she didn't change her number? Damn. When she told him she was busy with company, Magc didn't take it well at all, even though he was dating someone else at the time. This ninja. Cookie continued seeing her new man up until New Year's Eve, when she realized she was still in love with Magc. Magc called to wish her a happy new year the very next day, and he revealed he was single too. He told Cookie, I want my girl back. This ninja. And after 4 years of being apart, they decided to rekindle their romance.
Hell
I'm getting
no.
whiplash. I am dizzy. They were
No.
still long-distance lovers at the time, and Magc suggested she should move to LA so he could determine if she could fit into his lifestyle. Say what now? Cookie agreed, but she got an apartment of her own and a job to maintain some kind of independence. Now, you a smart cookie. You see what I did there? In 1990, after 1 year of being back together, they headed to Miami for NBA All-Star Weekend, and Magc proposed to Cookie again. She
Lord.
said yes, and he began planning a low-key wedding for them. She
Lord.
ordered her dress from New York City, and Magc told her all she needed to do was show up at the ceremony.
Mm-mm.
No, now, what woman doesn't want to plan her own wedding? This ninja don't know nothing about planning no wedding. And then one day, while sitting in his car in front of Cookie's apartment, Magc told her, I can't do this. This ninja is crazy. Dang, not this again. He asked for the 5-carat ring back, but Cookie was more annoyed than devastated. She refused to give him the ring and told him, we can cancel the wedding, but we're staying engaged. You cannot humiliate me again. Yeah, you already look goofy as hell. According to People magazine, Magc announced the end of their engagement to the press by saying he wouldn't get married until he divorced himself from the game of basketball. When is that gonna be? However, Cookie had a plan of her own. She still showed up to his games, called him to confirm dinner plans, and carried on as if nothing had happened. Cookie had her eyes on the prize, didn't she? She said Magc tried to ignore her at first, but soon enough, he fell back into their normal routine. Cookie said that every now and then, he would lean over and jokingly whisper in her ear, give me that ring. And she would respond, nope. They sound like Dumb and Dumber. Cookie was aware of Magic's yearly solo trip to the Bahamas when he would recover from the grueling playoffs at the end of every season. But the weekend before his trip, he would also throw a pool party. This time, the party was going to be at the home he and Cookie built together. Magc was already living in the home, and Cookie planned to move in after they tied the knot. No wives were allowed at the party, and Magc had a strict all-male invite list, aside from some exotic dancers and groupies for entertainment. The other players' wives called Cookie and begged her to convince Magc to cancel the notorious party. Cookie tried, but Magc wouldn't budge. In her memoir, Cookie said he hung up in her face numerous times. Deep down inside, she wondered if he would end their relationship again. Girl, you should have ended it or moved your ass into that house. 3 days later, he called her from the Bahamas. He didn't confirm whether the party took place or not, but he did tell her that after thinking things through, he was ready to get married. Ninja, are you sure this time? Cookie told him to leave the Bahamas, hop on a plane back to LA, and they could jet off to Vegas to seal the deal. But Magc told her she deserved way more than that. On September 15th, 1991, they got married in a Michigan church. People magazine reported Detroit Pistons player Isaiah Thomas, whom Magc used to greet on the court with a kiss, was one of his groomsmen. A kiss? In front of 275 guests, they said their I do's, and then they headed to Malibu for a quick honeymoon. Cookie joined her new husband in Paris to watch him play in the preseason exhibition games. While there, she took a pregnancy test and found out they were expecting. They returned to Los Angeles, and then Magc and his teammates headed off to another preseason game against the Utah Jazz. Less than 2 months after getting married, Cookie received an unexpected call from Magc, telling her he was on his way home and he had to tell her something. She wondered, why wasn't he in Utah like he was supposed to be? Is he going to break up with me again? Probably. He revealed to her that he tested positive for HIV while undergoing an insurance policy exam. Through his tears, he told Cookie he understood if she wanted to leave him. But there was no way Cookie was going to give up on him. She didn't even care how he acquired it, even though there were a lot of rumors floating around. Some people were convinced he contracted the virus from a man, while others blamed his reckless lifestyle. Pamela McGee, a former USC and Olympic basketball player, as well as one of Magic's good friends, told the LA Times, knowing his flamboyant lifestyle, it was bound to happen sooner or later. She added that Magc was a womanizer and a major player. Magc admitted to Sports Illustrated he didn't know when, where, or which woman gave him the virus. But he did say that before he got married, he truly lived the bachelor's life. After Cookie and their unborn child tested negative for the virus, she committed herself to helping Magc get his health back on track. He told People magazine that if Cookie had left him during that time, he probably would not have survived.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
He was forced into retirement in 1991. In June 1992, she gave birth to their son, EJ. They wanted to have more children, but there weren't enough advancements in medicine to allow her to conceive naturally without infecting herself or their unborn baby. So when EJ turned 2, they adopted a baby girl and named her Elisa. Magc desperately wanted to return to basketball, and Cookie wanted him to hang it up and get over it, or she would leave him. Oh, now she got a backbone. Magc told the LA Times that to get her to change her mind, he gave her $1 million, and she finally agreed to allow him to return. That'll do it. That'll do it. When they hit the 10-year mark of their marriage, Cookie told Oprah Winfrey she was busy raising their kids, both of whom were diagnosed with attention deficit disorder, while Magc was busy building his businesses. She said his ego was getting bigger and bigger, and they were drifting apart. In 2001, they quietly separated for 2 weeks before deciding to devote themselves to their marriage. In 2019, they celebrated their 28th wedding anniversary by posting sweet messages for each other on social media. In her message, Cookie wrote that they have an undying love that's uniquely theirs. As for Magc, he told Cookie that marrying her was one of the best decisions he had ever made. This ninja. With the best medical care in the world and a cocktail of medicine, Magc has managed to keep his HIV at an undetectable level, and he has never developed AIDS. He and Cookie have become high-profile advocates for HIV awareness and prevention. Although many might define their relationship as struggle love, Magc and Cookie are still going strong after 32 years of marriage, and we wish them nothing but the best.
Did y'all enjoy that? Did y'all know all those things that happened with Cookie and Magic Johnson? I said I think they're gonna enjoy this one. Oh my God, y'all. He dogged the hell out of her. I don't know how she stayed with him after all of that. Like, first of all, you're not going to tell me 2, 3 times. You ain't going to tell me one time, I can't do this. Like, what the hell? And then I keep staying? Hell no. I don't know what was wrong with her. Like, you dating somebody else and you let him call you and say, okay, I want to be back with you. So you mess up your situation over here that's going good, only to go back with him, only for him to break up with you again, and for you to go back and try to be with somebody else and he play you again. What the hell kind of mess is this, y'all? But then they wound up staying together for 32 years and then breaking up for 2 weeks, only for him. I feel like it's all him, and I feel like she's a little desperate. I feel a little desperation there with her, more so than love. I feel like she was more so desperate than loving him, and I feel like she knew that lifestyle with him being a basketball player and all the perks that it came with being a basketball, player's wife, in terms of the money and the lifestyle and being able to travel and do all the things that you want to do and financially be, set and stable. But she dealt with a lot of shit while being married to him, guys. She really did. Somebody said she was a doormat. Absolutely. And there were several red flags there as well. He cheated on her so many times, and I feel like she stayed and stayed and stayed. And I think he knew that, like, damn, after everything that I've done to this woman, she's still here. I might as well go on and marry her because I don't think she's going nowhere. Like, she's going to keep coming back So I might as well go ahead and make an honest woman out of her because she's never, ever going to stop coming back. And that's what he realized. And women, we got to stop doing that. Stop running back to sorry ass men. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how much money he's got. If he's disrespecting the fuck out of you like he did her, like it's giving no. And then when you found out he had HIV, you still wanted to have more kids with him? Are you crazy? Because back then, like they were saying, the medicines weren't as, big as it is now. So you were willing to lay down and probably have more kids with him, knowing that he had a very, very dangerous disease where you could have died or maybe caught something that, of course, you can't get rid of. You can treat it. But same time, like, damn, girl, I don't understand why people can be that gullible. It was giving very gullible to me. I'm sorry. I couldn't have done that shit. The first time you told me I can't do this, and then to tell me you don't need to plan anything, just show up. Like, hell no. If I'm gonna get married, I want to plan my own wedding. I want to pick my dress, my colors, and all that. Like, he was doing too much. But thankfully, they were able to figure it out and keep their families together and stay married for 32 years, even though it was very toxic as hell. And I don't feel like he is 100% treating him the way that he needs to treat her. But then it took him getting sick. And then he realized, okay, now I really need her. I need this woman in my life to be here with me and help me kind of stay on track and, help me take my medicine and so that I can stay well because I don't want to die. Like, now you so in love and you want this woman around because you're in a space to where you may not make it. So, and then she felt obligated to be there and was scared that he was probably going to damn pass away behind having HIV. So, of course, that made her, maybe her commitment to him be even stronger, even though she knew it was very toxic. But sometimes people stay in situations for money reasons, for monetary reasons versus love. It's a lot of people to get married for money reasons versus being in love with somebody. Somebody said Diary of a Mad Black Woman. It's crazy. Oh my God. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I wanted to choose that one because it was very tumultuous and very, very crazy. I said, oh, they're going to enjoy this one because who would have known that Cookie and Magic Johnson went through as much as they went through in order to get married. Okay. But yes, that's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the pop-in. We are coming up on 1 hour. So let's go ahead and get out of here because we do have Car Chronicles in the morning, usual time, okay? Hopefully you guys are hitting the like button tonight as well. Somebody said the color red instead of purple. Okay, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm going to let y'all finish y'all convo. But somebody said Cookie is an ant and a long ant. It seems like y'all are crazy. But yes, y'all please hit the like button for me. Thank y'all so much for spending your evening with me for our pop in. And I will see you guys in the morning for our Car Chronicles, okay? You guys can always send me emails and stuff and let me know who you would like to hear about next, okay? Somebody said, Cameron, I don't think that it was desperate. I think that she realized that she was in love with him and not the guy that she was with. She said, I went through that back in the day with my, okay. I mean, hey, I welcome all comments, baby, and I judge no one because everybody have different perspectives in terms of how they think about, think of things. Somebody said Juanita Jordan got half. Yeah, we can talk about Juanita Jordan and Michael Jordan because that was a great one as well. She came out on top. She got a lot. But yeah, because y'all know certain states, baby, if you married for a certain amount of, I think it's the 10-year mark, you automatically get half or something like that. I think California is one of those states. If you are married to a certain particular person, especially if they have a lot of money like that, if you stay married like up to 10 years or more, like you get half of everything, which you should. Shit, you can put up with all that. You should get half. But let's get on out of here, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Please hit the like button and also please subscribe to this channel. As you guys see, we have the tea over here. We have all the info over here. All the news that I know you guys can definitely use. All right, mods, thank you guys so much for modding and content creators. Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to Chef Don Don for stopping by and supporting the channel as well. Okay, let's get out of here and good night.
out the door. Then you have magic.